Here's your week 3 stretch flow for our November programming cycle. So today we're going to be doing this primarily standing. We're going to be doing some active stretches along with some motion to get into it. So I've got a box here, but using a chair, couch, anything you put your foot up and support your weight is what we're going to use. We're going to start standing. So here we go. First part, let's get the shoulders nice and loose. I want to first think about, because this is really when we're doing these elevated and really all stretches, it's going to start with your shoulders. If you're someone who tends to shrug, okay, this is going to be a permanent fixed position that's going to prevent you from getting looser. So the first thing we do is just activating, rolling the shoulders forwards, and now let's roll the shoulders back. And what we want to do is feel what it's like to elevate them and then depress them. Just let them come back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Next part, we want to get the arms up. So with the arms up, I want to think palms up. That's going to be thumbs back and rotate. Palms up the other way, thumbs back. I want to rotate back and forth, loosening up through those shoulders, in and out. Now, as I'm doing this, paying attention to the shoulders, I'm not elevating them. Keep them away from your ears. Keep them away from your ears. Rotate back and forth, back and forth. Finish this last one here. Palms are up, thumb is back. I want to reach back to the opposite shoulder blade with the one arm. I want to reach and I want to bring the ear down to the shoulder and then look over at the fingers. So I'm going to be switching sides. We'll rotate here. When I focus on this shoulder, I'm going to get the hand back, internally rotate, hand back into the shoulder blade. I'm going to then bring the ear down to the shoulder and then look. It's going to create the stretch down the side of the neck. Come back to center, internally rotate, reach the shoulder, ear down to the shoulder, and look to the fingers. So although it seems fairly basic, there's a lot going on here. Just to get that stretch in, open up through the shoulders, feel the stretch in the neck, continue to breathe. And as we move through this, find the different corners. Okay, if I move my chin down, if I move it up, you're gonna feel different stretches. Find the spot, opens up for you the best. It might change. Last one here. Arms together. I want to draw one elbow back and then I want to open up, rotate the shoulder, draw it back to center. Draw the elbow back, open up, rotate back to center. Get that motion. Breathe. Increase the pace just a little bit. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more. We're going to go into some curls here. So chin tucks, and it's going to stay tucked the whole way. We're going to come right down, hinge at those hips. So I'm keeping the chin tucked, hinge at the hips. Hands come down the shins. I want to reach just until I start to feel the tension increase in the back of the legs and the back. Let the arms hang. I'm going to rotate the palms forwards, lift the arms up, come back down, hands to the legs, slowly back up, chin is still tucked, untuck the chin, look up to the ceiling, hands on the tops of the hips, press the hips forwards, lean back, and get one more, a little bit deeper, tuck the chin, reach down, hands to the toes, reach, back up. All this anti-sitting and recovery from the week, all of our work. Good. So that's the first part. So we've got core ready to go. So now whatever it is you're going to step up onto, I want to first get one leg up, and I want to be able to get up here. I can comfortably keep my back foot on the ground. If I'm on my tippy toes and I'm straining my calf, it's too high. It's better to be a little bit short here than to be a little bit too high, or it's better to be a lot short than a little too high. And all I want to do here is I want to drive the knee forwards. I want to get the butt down to the heel. So again, supporting these ATG split squats we're doing this month. Really focus on the knee coming over top of the pinky toe, butt coming down to the heel. So I want to continue to push. I'm going to use my hand on my knee, push that knee over top of the pinky toe. Another 5, 4. Create some space there. 2 in the ankle, and 1. hold this one here. So we're gonna be into a high split squat. This isn't quite as deep as we would get in the ATG split squat with our foot lower, but we do want to get some more glute activation here and relative to that back hip in a standing position. So just a different, not a different plane, but a different angle. Much like an overhead press and a push-up are both press movements, but we've got different angles here, the horizontal versus the vertical movement plane. So I'm holding this position. I want to keep my back straight. I don't want to fold over the top. I want to actively think about the knee coming down to the pinky toe, coming forwards. So create this space down here. Now, depending on where you're tight, you're going to feel this in different spots. Okay, for me, this is my Achilles side. So I'm feeling everything in through this Achilles area. But I know when I get onto the other side, I'm going to be feeling a lot more high hamstring, a little bit through the glutes, but still focusing on the knee coming forwards. So for some of you doing the ATG split squat, your limiting factor is going to be different, might be different than someone else's. So just because someone feels it somewhere, it's always a typical question. Where should I feel this stretch? You should feel it where you feel it. Okay, if I'm going to do my Yoda impressions here, but you want to find whatever works for you, work on that stiffness or tightness where it lies. Just breathe into it. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. Shake it out and onto the other side. Okay, so find that position and then just pulse. Okay, just pulse it. Face this way here. So as I pulse, I'm maintaining my tripod foot. So that tripod foot, heel, big toe, little toe. I get that knee over top of the pinky toe. So on this side, for instance, I've got no pull in through the ankle. This is all really coming in through high hamstring. Some of you who maybe you have knee issues or you're just not used to getting this flexed at the knee, you might feel some pressure in there. This is a safe position to do it. This is going to be a good opportunity to build some confidence, build some range of motion. This is perfectly healthy, getting that knee over top of the toe and getting your hamstring squishing up against the calf. Okay, I'm even on this side. I didn't need to do it on the other side, but I'm pulling. I'm almost pulling in here just to create a little bit more tension. I'm folding myself in half like an accordion. So from the hip to the knee and even to the ankle to a certain extent, I want to think about folding those in half because I'm not going to be getting in a regular, like a back squat, front squat. I'm not going to be getting into this position, but the better I can perform or move in this position, the easier it's going to be and the more efficient I'm going to be in in range of motions that don't require this same distance. So if I'm down here, I'm not going to be down here in a regular squat. When I get down in a regular squat, I'm going to be far better doing that regular squat. So again, all of this has transferability from movement to movement. Another 10. Pushing that knee over top, pinky toe, butt down the heel. 2, 1, and good. Shaking it out. So we're gonna go into the quads now. This one, I've got a pillow or an ab mat will help. So we're gonna go into a standing couch stretch. Okay, the couch stretch we typically do on the ground. Now what we wanna be aware of is just how our hips are extended. So depending on the angle that you're on here, okay, I'm gonna be sitting, my butt's coming down to the heel, and that's okay because I can get my hips extended. But if your butt is down to the heel and your hips aren't extended, you got to adjust yourself. So the first thing I want to do here is I'm going to use my hands to support, but I want to push the hips forward. So this is similar when we've done the straddle stretch. Similar to the straddle stretch, a little less pressure on the back. We can really bias the quad hip a little bit more here. And the activation is going to come from me squeezing the glutes, pressing the hips forwards. Okay, so we're going to get some activation here. So I'm going to squeeze and go. Squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then we just relax. Now you should have no pressure in the knee here. There might be a little bit of a stretch on the top of the quad, but you shouldn't have any pressure in the kneecap. If you do, you're pushing too hard, you got to adjust your position. Okay, let's activate again. We've got 5 of these. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, just relax. Number 3, and go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Still maintain that stretch. 2 more to go here and press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Make sure you keep breathing when you're pressing those hips forward. Don't hold your breath. Last one. And push. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Hang on to this stretch. Another 2, 1. And out. Shaking it out. Let's go on to the other side. Up. Take some time to find your position here. Okay, you want to have your shin off of whatever it is. If you find that your shin's hurting, if it's too close, you want to be a little bit more on the top of the foot. Okay, get comfy here. Find my spot. I'm going to get going here in the activations. Here we go. Press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Number 2. And go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another anti-sitting stretch. It also helps loosen up the quads from all of those split squats. And go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. You adjust if you need to, but keep tension on that quad. And press for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. One more. Push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And that stretch. And then let's come out of it. Shaking it out. Okay, now we're going to go into hamstrings and adductors. So we're going to get one leg up. Don't need mat anymore. Start first with your hamstring. So similar approach to what we were doing with the elevated ATG is it's better to be a little bit or a lot low than it is a little bit too high. And we want to get into a comfortable position where I can keep the knee straight, feel that stretch in the hamstring. Okay, I'm just going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. My back foot is pointing towards the front foot. In through the nose, out through the nose. And I want to find this stretch. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the heel in to the box, create a little activation here. Same idea as we were doing before. Here we go. Push down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and I pick up the slack just by hinging forward, just a little bit, not a lot. You should feel a noticeable decrease in that tension when we let go of that activation. Here we go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Forward. And again, here we go. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. So now what we do is we're going to transition onto the inside of the leg. So we're still maintaining a straight knee, but now we're going to go a little bit more into the adductors. I want to hinge just a little bit just to create that tension, and I'm going to push down with the foot. Okay, I want to push down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. The relax is just the foot not being pushed down, but I want to pick up that slack by hinging back. 2 more here. Good. Push down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack. Last one here. Push down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack. Okay, and then we're going to finish this same direction we were in the last stretch. So I want to rotate forwards into the hip flexor now. Back of the foot or top of the foot is on the box. Just want to reach and press the hips forwards, counter stretch, and then come out. Shake it out. Loosen up around the hips. Let's go on the other side. Hamstring. Find that position. Get comfy. Back toes point towards the front foot. And push the heel down and go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack, slight hinge. And again, go. Push down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack. And again, here we go. Push down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack. Let's Let's rotate inside leg. Okay, hinge. Find that pull on the inside of the leg. Let's push down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hinge, pick up some of that slack. And again, push down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack. Last one coming up. And push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack. Let's rotate forwards. Press the hips forwards. Finish that off. Good. Shaking it out. Okay, let's get into some movement now. So we're going to go into 20 air squats. Okay, 20 air squats, but I want you to focus knees over top of the pinky toes, torso nice and upright. Let's work on all of that range of motion that we just did through those stretches. So I'm going to go 20 reps, knees over the pinky toes, tripod foot. I want to feel that stretch through the back of the legs. Drive the knees out. You go at my pace, you can go at your pace. That's 5. Keep that torso upright. That's 10. Last 10. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shaking that out. Okay, good. All that to support the hips, which is great. Now we're going to go into a upper body activation. So for this next activation, you need a wall, door frame, whatever that's going to be. I want to show you the position first. We want to get into a stop sign position. So depending on where you're tight, it's going to be the height of your elbow that determines where you hold this stretch. I don't want you feeling this in the shoulder. I want you to try and feel in the pec. So you're going to have to explore a little bit with the hand. So I get onto a wall, arm is up, and then I'm going to lean into it. My body weight is what creates the tension, and then I'm going to be pushing my arm into the wall to the activation. So I want to get hand up high, same foot forward as the arm that I'm working on. I'm going to feel that stretch through the pecs. Just going to lean into it, and then I'm going to activate for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now to pick up the slack, I just lean into it a little bit. Okay, again, we pick up the slack, create a little bit more passive tension, but it should not be excruciating. Here we go, 4 more. Push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack and go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack. 2 more and push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack and push. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack. And then just 1 deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Just push yourself out. Shake that out and on the other side. All right, last part here. Arms up. Find that stretch. Again, through the pecs, not through the shoulder. Same foot forward. The arm is being stretched. And here we go. Push for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack. And push. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack. 3 more and go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack. Last 2 and push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack. Last one and push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the slack. Big deep breath. Out through the nose. And good. Nice work. Loosen up for this week. Stay tuned for the next week.